A lot of guys, yeah. So for us, because when you're on social media, putting yourselves out there, you're pretty much what you're doing is, and you may not be aware of it, you're literally advertising your sexuality to all men to see, if that makes sense. So if I want to be with you, like if I'm committed to my woman, I don't want any other man to see what my woman has. That's for me. That's how men really feel. Like we are very territorial. So when you're out there posting revealing pictures of yourself out there on social media, then you're pretty much giving everything, you're pretty much exposing and revealing your sexuality just for the whole world, for every man to see. And then for a lot of guys, like you said, when they see that, then I also know that a lot of guys are also you're gonna give unnecessary attention to guys to think that you're open, and then these guys are gonna reach out to you. And for a guy, like number one, I don't want my woman to be shared with other men. I don't want other men to see my woman, and I don't even want other men to even think to have a thought in their mind that they can approach you because you're mine. That's your that's my woman. And for a lot of guys, they don't have the balls to tell you this. A lot of guys won't tell you this because they might be afraid that you're gonna walk away from the relationship, or they don't have the masculine energy to tell you, hey, like I'm not okay with this. Most guys are not as masculine as they are today. But if a guy really wants you and really wants to take it seriously, he does care about your sexuality. Maybe he may be cool with it in the beginning stages of the relationship, but if he's gonna take you seriously, like I guarantee you, most guys don't want that. They don't want their woman out there putting themselves. I don't want any man to see my woman that way. Like I want to be the only man to see your body. And I'm not saying this in a very controlling way. I don't want to controlling way. I don't want to control you and tell you what to do. It's just for me, like that's my woman. That's the way I see it. I want that to be something I only have access to. I don't want any man to have access to that. It's pretty much it's like a house that has a for sale sign, if that makes sense. Like when you buy the house, what do? You take the for sale sign off, right?
Yes. I thought it was rhetorical.
Yeah. So you take the for sale sign off so people know you're not for sale. So when you out there on social media, you're advertising your sexuality to unnecessary people to think that you're still for sale, even though you're not. But you still have to. That's what happens when you put yourself on social media. That for sale sign is still open to guys because guys, oh look at this bad chick, DM, like I'm gonna send him a DM, I'm gonna send him a dick pic. I don't want my woman to go do that. Like I want every man to know that this is mine. This woman's not available. And I'll also reciprocate that. I'm gonna live my lifestyle the same way to make sure that there's no woman I'm not giving unnecessary attention to any woman. Because let me ask you guys this question. Because I know you're both on social media and you guys put yourselves out there a little bit out there. But let me ask you guys a question. If you were with a guy and he was giving his attention to every single girl, he was laughing at their jokes, he was just talking to every single girl you meet him, go in public, he was just giving his attention to every single girl. How would that make you feel?
But I don't feel like that's the same thing.
No, but let me ask you, how would that make you feel?
I'll slap him.
I'll slap the shit out of him.
I mean, he's not cheating on you, right? He's not cheating on you. He's not sleeping with this woman. He's just giving his attention to every single woman he sees. He's giving his attention to.
Yeah, I definitely be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah,
that's how men feel when you put your body out there on social media for everyone to see. When we are in a committed relationship, even you're giving unnecessary attention to certain men that they shouldn't have they shouldn't even think that they have a chance with you. Because if I give unnecessary attention to women or laugh at their jokes, those women might think that I'm flirting with them. You know what I'm saying? Those women might think that there is an opening to have access to me if I give unnecessary attention to women. So when you give unnecessary attention on social media, your sexuality, when that sexuality should only be access to me because you're my woman, that's what you're doing. You're giving unnecessary attention to men, and that's for me. That's how I feel about it. The same way you feel about me giving unnecessary attention to women, even though I'm not sleeping with them, because you're not sleeping with this man online, you're not talking to him, but you're giving unnecessary attention that I know you're getting, and that makes for me that's I don't want that from the woman I'm going to commit to. The same way you don't want your man going out there in public and just laughing at every girl's jokes and giving them unnecessary attention when he should just shut the hell up and just be right next to you, and let everybody know, hey, this is my woman. Like, nah, like, don't even come over here. So that's how I'm saying. that's how men feel about it. And the problem is, in today's society, if a man puts boundaries on your sexuality, for especially modern day dating, a lot of times it's seen as like he's controlling, his toxic masculinity, he's trying to take over your life. He's like he's a misogynist or whatever. And that's like the feminist movement now. If I tell a woman, hey, don't put yourself out there, then a lot of these women, oh, you're trying to control me. I was like, no, I don't want these guys to think that they can have access to you, think they can give you attention. You're my woman. I don't want no man to see the things that I should be the only one to see it. And that's one of the things I do notice for a lot of girls. Like they're not willing to give up their social media for the benefit of the relationship. But like I say, if you really know, that's how you know a guy really cares about you he cares about how you give out your sexuality to other men. If a guy's not willing to do that, I'm telling you, like, he's not about it. Like, he's not serious. Because if he's really serious about you, he don't want no man have access to you. And I'm sure you guys should feel the same way about your man. Like, if you want your man, if you guys are serious about your man, you don't want no woman that has access to him too.
Right.
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
I personally, I just want to like say something about that, but I personally don't think that posting revealing pictures or whatever, like if you want to post a picture like showing your ass or your boobs or whatever, I personally don't think that necessarily means that like other people have access to you or whatever. Obviously they can see like stuff that like you'd want only your partner to see, but what I've always had an issue with is that how other people react to me feeling good in a picture shouldn't have an effect on a relationship if it has nothing to do with us. Like, not like it has nothing to do with us, but like if you know that like I'm not gonna like entertain like them hitting me up, or I'm not about to like whatever, it's just literally just a picture that I feel good in and that I want to post, like it's something that I feel like pretty in or something that I feel good in. If I just want to post that because it's something that I feel good in, like the attention that I receive from the post, I don't like to think that has an issue like with us, because how people react to certain things shouldn't be like a deal breaker, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just like, because I've had people tell me the same thing, like guys that I've talked to, they've told me like the same thing, but it's just like, that's just how I've always like viewed it, I guess.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. I'm just saying is, by putting yourself out there on social media, you're gonna warrant unnecessary attention from certain men. And for me, I don't want guys to ever think that they have a chance with you. But if you're putting yourself out there like that, then you are letting people know. Men, guys, when you already know, when guys see ass, when guys see titties, that's the only thing they think. Like, I'm gonna DM that girl. They don't even care about if you're married or not.
That's their problem, and not mine.
But that's what I'm saying is you're getting unnecessary attention I don't want you to have. The same way I would, like I told you before, if I'm out there just talking to every girl and laughing at every girl's jokes, I'm not sleeping with them. I'm not trying to be with them. I'm just giving them attention. But like I said, for some women, they might mistake that for, hey, maybe this guy, maybe later on I'm gonna send him a DM on social media. She's gonna give me unnecessary attention that you may see that you don't want your man to have. Because you guys all know, like when you see a woman talking to your man, like you know when she's trying to like slide, when she's trying to flirt with him. Can we both agree?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you can tell if a woman that's trying to flirt with your man, you can tell that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is that a good feeling to know that I'm out there just talking to all these ladies and they're always trying to flirt with me, or would you just prefer me to say, hey, not to be like that and just be reserved and not to be giving my attention like that to every single woman I meet? So that's how you feel. That's how men feel. So for me, like I know I trust you, but I just don't like that all these men think that they have a shot with you, and then they're gonna send you DMs and unnecessary things that I don't want you to ever go through. It's just something I think about. It's gonna be on top of my mind. Like, shoot, You know,
Right.
same thing with you guys. If I'm all out there talking to all these girls and then just just laughing with them, in your mind, like, hey, what if this girl does this, or what if this happens? It just creates unnecessary anxiety and issues that we can just avoid if you just. I don't mind like just posting pictures, but don't post like family pictures of us and the family. But if you're out there just posting your ass and titties and very sexualized pictures, then for me, I'm not cool.
Right.
And I know a lot of girls that don't understand that, and I see a lot of girls too. Also, like they wonder why like they are very beautiful girls on social media, and they wonder why a lot of guys like don't pursue them with relationship attraction. Because for us, when I see a girl that's on social media just putting their body out there, for me, I just know that there's a lot. She probably has like 1,000 DMs on her phone. So I'd rather just go with a girl that doesn't get that attention, and she can give me the same love and energy that she can give me with the other girl, and I don't have to worry about that. It's like unnecessary.
Right.
Like just me and you in this relationship. You have access to me. I have access to you. And yeah, and then I think a lot of girls today like. Let me. Would you guys, if you guys met the right man, and he loves you, would you guys be able to give up your social media to be in a relationship, to marry a guy, like if you met the man of your dreams?
Oh, hell yeah.
Give up social media?
Yeah, it was like, you know what? Yeah, give up social media.
Yes. No doubt about it.
Would you give up
I
social
don't
media?
really care about social media like that. So yeah.
All right, okay. So, but you know, it's funny. Like when I ask that question for a lot of women, like the modern day women, a lot of them are not willing to let social media. They're not willing to give up social media for a real relationship. They're like, no, if you can, and it's crazy to me because social media is all about. Honestly, if we want to keep it 100, it's just attention. If that's why people want to be on social media, because
like validation.
validation. So if a woman's not willing to give that up to be in a relationship with me, that shows me that number one, she's very insecure, and number two, she values validation and attention from people she doesn't even know more than me. I'm giving her the validation. I'm giving her the love. I'm going out there working hard and trying to feed this family. I'm here for you, but you care more about the opinions and attention from people you don't even know, and you value that over me. That's how I see it. But it's just crazy to me. A lot of women won't do that. No, I can't give this up for this relationship. I was like, you don't even. Social media is just attention. That's all that is. Unless you're making money. If you're making millions of dollars, unless that's your career, you're making money off. I understand that. If you're making money off social media, and that's how you make it. That's how you make your bread. Hey, I get that. But if you're not making no money on social media, and you can't sacrifice, you're willing to value that over our relationship. This real here, the real life, and not the fake life on social media. It's crazy. Like a lot of girls won't do that.
Right.
Like, but it shows me like a lot of these girls out there are very insecure, and they're craving for attention, and they care more about the attention than real life, attention and security that a man can give you in a relationship. I just feel like that's just the movement nowadays. It's kind of That's why my guys care. That's why guys don't, when they see women out there on social media like that, then that's why a lot of guys don't. They only see you. You only get sexual attention, but you won't get committed attention. Like guys in your DMs, like looking for marriage or looking for, you get guys in your DM looking for sex because that's what you're putting out there.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sila? I see your eyes rolling.
They're not rolling. I respect your opinion. No, I would delete my social media if it was causing like I would delete my social media if it was something about like social media specifically that like, and if he was going to like, if we both agreed to just delete social media, that's like I would give it. And honestly, I delete my social media like every week anyways. But like if a man ever asked me, because we're together, like if a man ever asked me to cover up like and stop being who I am, because that's just who I am. Like I'm just a very open person. If I feel good in something, then I like to like, you know, and I want to like, you know, post a video or something on my story or something. I'll never stop being who I am, which is like a very open person. because somebody asked me to, even if we were in a relationship or even if we were in love, because I'd like to think that even if we're that far in the relationship that like that I'm that kind of person. So I would give up my social media for somebody, but I wouldn't change who I am for somebody.
Yeah. I'm not asking you to change. I know I'm not asking you to change. I want you to be yourself. I want you to feel beautiful. All I'm saying is carry yourself in a certain way that you don't give unnecessary attention to certain men. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm not gonna be the same way. Like I'm gonna carry myself in a certain way. So I make sure that I don't attract unnecessary attention from certain women if I'm gonna be with you. You know, because you gotta think about it. The divorce rate in America is over 50%. Over 50% of marriages get the over 50% divorces get the every 50% of marriages become divorced. 80% of those marriages happen. 80% of relationships happen in the workplace. So a lot of times, like I said, just people are just social media and the modern day culture, the way people live. A lot of the way people move today is they move in a way that they're not moving in a way that to let people know, hey, I'm married, I'm in a relationship, don't approach me. You know, that's how people should move. So like a lot of people are in relationships, but the way they live their lifestyle is like they're single. But do you know people like that? Like I know people on social media, you look at their profile, you think they're single, but in a relationship. But that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys have friends like that?
That's me.
I've been guilty of it.
Yeah, but
That's
but that's what I'm saying is, so if you live your, so if you know, that's just the way I see it. Like if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm gonna move in a way that people, when they meet me, they know, oh, that dude's in a relationship. Don't fucking approach that guy. That's how I will move. And I expect my woman to move the same way. But the problem with today, modern day dating, people in relationships, but then they move like they're single. And then they wonder why they meet other people and they wonder why they get DMs from other people and they wonder why like cheating happens and they wonder why all this, because like you don't move in a way to put boundaries around you. Like, oh, dude, I'm in a relationship, but of course, if you say something about it, oh no, he's controlling. Oh, he's trying to, he's toxic. Oh, he's trying to be toxic masculine. No, like he's trying to tell you, look, we are in a relationship, and if we're going to take this seriously, then there's a different way we have to move and there's boundaries we have to set if this is something that we have to be committed. But today, like, it's so, if they're pushing people to be independent, they're pushing people, oh, no boundaries, be free. Not relationship, there has to be boundaries. There has to be rules, standards, things to make sure that we both live by so this can work. And if there's nothing set, just like any other game, just like any other business, just there's rules. Everything has a rule. But you can't build something without rules and certain standards. But that's what people want today. They want a relationship. They want a relationship, but they still want the benefits of being single.
Right.
Like if you have kids, you realize you can't party every weekend. You have to take care of your kids. It's a different lifestyle you have to live. If you have kids, you can't live. If you have kids, you can't still live like you're single. But people still, they want the relationship, but they still want the benefits of single, which is, I don't understand. That's why relationships don't work out nowadays. And people are like, right. So that's why I would say like, yeah, like if you're out there social media, like, and putting yourself out there, you're pretty much what you're saying to people in the world that you're still what?
That's not what I'm saying though. That's
no. Well, that's why that's like perception is reality. It's not about what you think, is what you're putting out there. So if
how people are taking it in, regardless.
Exactly. So it's the way, it's how people see you. It doesn't matter what you think, it's how you see you. So if you're out there revealing pictures of yourself, and that's what they see. All they see is somebody that's open. I want to have sex with that person. That person's probably single. I don't see a family. I don't see a husband. I don't see a ring. Oh, that's easy. Let me slide into that. That's why you're putting out there.
Right.
And you're getting unnecessary attention when you can just avoid it. And then, so if I'm gonna have a family, my profile is gonna be like my wife.
Yeah.
Family. Kids. That's what you're gonna see. That's what I'm gonna put out there. So yeah, there's this wall right here, and good luck trying to climb this wall. But that's the thing, like everybody wants a relationship, but they still want to be single. Live their life like a single. Like you can't have it both ways. If you want to be single, be single. If you want a relationship, they be ready for the sacrifices that you gotta have if you want to be in a relationship. But today, people don't either understand that, they never been taught that, or they're just confused, and nobody says anything. It's okay, So that's why I would say. I'm telling you, if the guy's really serious about you, he's gonna tell you that he will say something about the way you carry yourself about sexuality, not in a very demeaning, not in a very controlling, a very toxic way. He would just say, "Hey, look, I love what you're doing. I think you're beautiful, but hey, can you please act a certain way? Can you please cover up?" And not saying that to devalue you or to put you down. He just cares about the relationship. Like, I don't want this to fail.
I think if I was approached like that, it would be a different situation. But
yeah,
normally when I've been approached about something like that, it's like, oh, you just want attention, like take that down, like and stuff like that. That's what I don't fuck with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like that, like in like a respectful way. If I was approached that way, then that's when it's a different thing. But like usually it's not that way. So that's why I say what I just
that's what I just noticed about relationships today is like people in a relationship, but they live like they're single, and they wonder why things never work out. So like if you're in a relationship, you gotta live like you're in a relationship, act like a relationship, the way you talk to people, how you dress, the way you perceive, the way you move, so people know that you are in a relationship. But that's not how it is today. So that's why people still DM you. That's why people still try to holler at you. That's why people still give you unnecessary attention. And the thing is, we're all human, right? We're all human. So if you're human, there will be some bad in a relationship. You guys know this already. There's gonna be some tough moments, some up and downs, right? So if you're having a bad day in a relationship, Sila, and you hate and you're arguing and you hate the other, and you're just having a bad day with them, and you're going through a tough argument, and then you go through your DMs and see some guy say some nice things to you, you're gonna give him your human side's gonna take over. And you know what? Fuck this nigga.
What human side? I'm not that type of person.
I'm just saying, because that's why it's so important to move in a way you don't get unnecessary temptation and unnecessary attention, because we're all human at the end of the day. The reason why I will live very strictly, because I know I'm a guy, like I'm human, so I know that there is a chance for me that if I meet a very attractive woman, I might fall temptation to that. But the best way I can protect myself from that is to don't give no females no attention, unnecessary attention, and just move in a certain way I can avoid that. Because I know I'm human. I'm not saying I'll never cheat. I'm not gonna say that, because I'm human. But I'm just saying is I value my relationship, I value my family, and I'm moving away to not put myself in certain situations that I might fall temptation to. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. All right, so so we've come to the conclusion. But yeah, keep posting. Keep posting. Do your thing. Keep posting your.
I'll never stop. But it was nice to hear it. But I'll never.
Yeah, you're posting your pics. But I'm telling you, if you can find if you find a guy that likes you up from your DMs, hey, like that, I'm telling you, you're beating the odds. I'm just saying, 99.9% of the guys are gonna DM you on your based on your pictures. I'm not DMing you looking for long term. I know that for sure.
Well, 99.9% of these motherfuckers couldn't even get no attention to me, so.
All right, my little one. All right, okay.